Hi, everyone. Thank you for listening to another episode, which is episode 3 of Bringing the Truth, which is a byproduct of the Bigger Picture Production Studio with your hosts, Charles and Bree. I am coming to you today with this episode, which is called Serve. You may ask, what is the definition of serve? Serve goes like this: perform duties or services for another person or an organization. Like Malcolm has served the church very faithfully. Or 2, present. Present food or drink to someone. They serve wine instead of beer. But serve today has a different meaning for God, and that's what I want to share with you today. Serve. So, to give you a couple more examples of serving, sometimes you want to serve a piece of cake to your friends or to yourself. This cake tastes really good, so in order to get it, you must serve it. Or another drink scenario, if you have a wonderful drink of Dole's orange pineapple banana juice, and this is what I love, people. This is what I love. Orange pineapple banana juice. I'm going to serve it to you because this drink is really, really good and you definitely need to try it. It's 100% juice, and so you definitely need to try it. It's wonderful. Or if you want to serve, sometimes people serve papers. In this case with the Bible, and this is what I want to show you. Right now, there's a situation, and for the people of Israel, not in Israel, but the people of Israel. And this is what is going on. God in Joshua 24 is explaining what he wants out of his people, because Joshua, a wonderful servant of God, is now leading the charge when Moses was gone. Moses died off, and Joshua became the leader of the tribes of Israel. And so it goes off as this, and then when we get to the part, I will give you what he said. So then Joshua assembled all the tribes of Israel at Shechem. He summoned the elders, the leaders, the judges, and the officials of Israel, and they presented themselves before God. Joshua said to all the people, "This is what the Lord said, the God of Israel. Says long ago, your ancestors, including Terah, the father of Abraham, and Nahor, lived beyond the Euphrates River and worshiped other gods. But I took your father Abraham from the land beyond the Euphrates River and led him throughout Canaan and gave him many descendants. I gave him Isaac, and to Isaac I gave Jacob and Esau. I assigned the hill country from Seir to Esau, but Jacob and his family went down to Egypt. Then I sent Moses and Aaron, and I afflicted the Egyptians by what I did there, and I brought you out. When I brought your people out of Egypt, you came to the sea, and the Egyptians pursued them with chariots and horsemen as far as the Red Sea, but they cried to the Lord for help, and He put darkness between you and the Egyptians. He brought the sea over them and covered them. You saw with your own eyes what I did to the Egyptians. Then you lived in the wilderness for a long time. I brought you to the land of the Amorites, who live east of the Jordan. They fought against you, but I gave them into your hands. I destroyed them from before you, and you took possessions of their land. When Balak, the son of Zippor, the king of Moab, prepared to fight against Israel, I sent from Balaam, son of Beor, to put a curse on you. But I would not listen to Balaam. So he blessed you again, and I delivered you out of his hands. Then you crossed the Jordan and came to Jericho. The citizens of Jericho fought against you, as did also the Amorites, the Perizzites, the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Girgashites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. But I gave them into your hands. I sent the hornets ahead of you, which drove them out before you. Also to 2 Amorite kings. You did not do it with your own sword and bow. So I gave you a land on which you did not toil, and cities you did not build, and you live in them, and eat from the vineyards and olive groves that you did not plant. Now fear the Lord and serve him with all faithfulness. Throw away the gods of your ancestors worship beyond the Euphrates River and in Egypt, and serve the Lord. This is the point where I'm getting at, people. This is the one. But if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve. Whether the gods of your ancestors served beyond the Euphrates River, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land that you are living. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. Do you see the reason why serving is important? Because if you're not serving God, who are you serving? Think about it for a moment. When you serve the Lord will give you the Holy Spirit that will allow you to search for the truth and search for Him. What the Lord will do, the Lord will listen to your cares, and He will fight your battles. The Lord said, cast your cares upon Him, because His yoke is easy and His burden is light. If you remember that from last episode. This is the reason why you have to choose who you serve. Because if you look on serving on Satan's side, this is what you're going to have. You're going to have demons inside you, and you're going to be demon possessed. You're going to enjoy the fruits of the land now, but you will burn. When Satan get tossed in that lake of fire, at the end of the day, you will be right there with him. Do you wonder why when you sin and you think about your sin, that sin mess you up from the point of, let's say it like this. so you could get a better picture of what I'm talking about. When you fall to sex before marriage, and when you fall to sex before marriage, and from there it may feel good at a time, but you know that there are strings attached to that. From having sex to not wanting to have sex anymore, you may run into porn. Because I'm not having sex by watching porn, but that porn is allowing you to have demons inside you. And you wonder why that your life isn't going the way that it's supposed to. Or you wonder why that I can't stop watching porn. I'm addicted to it. If you notice, anything that sin has for you, you get addicted to it. You get addicted to drinking, you get addicted to smoking, you get addicted to having sex, you get addicted to watching porn, you get addicted to murdering, you get addicted to stealing, you get addicted to a lot of different things. But at the end of the day, none of these is of the Lord. And even the Lord said in James, He doesn't tempt you. So if the Lord doesn't tempt you, who tempts you? Satan. And this is what I'm showing you today, because at the end of the day, this is what keeps you at a prison. Think about it like this. You have an apartment, and you living in your apartment, and stuff is free. Food is already in the refrigerator. You don't have to pay for rent. You don't have to pay for nothing. But different things start happening to you. One day the water doesn't work, or one day you have a flood up in your apartment because the water is going haywire and you trying to figure out what's going on. Or you will have a situation that you will hear tons and tons of noise for no apparent reason out of the blue. And then you will have situations that people are showing up at your door and you don't know why they're showing up, and they're looking for everybody else but you, but they think that they are in your apartment. And so you want to leave because this doesn't feel right. And all of a sudden, you get shackles on you and you can't leave. Trying to get help, but you can't leave. Trying to do every single thing that you can to escape this place, but you can't leave. This is what sin does. This is what sin is. Sin keeps you trapped to the point that you can't get out, and the only person that can relieve you of that is Jesus. And so, who do you serve is very important in this world. If you serve Satan, you don't have a mansion for you. You don't have any place for you to dwell your head when Jesus comes. You will be with Satan while Satan's over here tempting the world, before the Lord send Satan into a lake of fire, and those who love Satan will be corralled up with him. Because God would definitely say, "Depart from me, for I do not know you." That is in the Word. And if you read Revelation, which is a very important thing for you to do, read Revelation so you can know and understand that what God is doing, that you know at the end of the day that the dead in Christ shall rise first, and then you shall rise. And as we discussed in the other episode, you will be part of the number that no man can number. Having palm branches. And from there, enjoying everything that God has given to you. Because God created this earth, but as you read up in the Bible, Satan was thrown down here. And his only mission is to get you on his side. Because Satan doesn't worry about those who are in the Lord. He wants somebody that he can manipulate. He wants somebody that he can use. And so from there, he will try to do every single thing for those who are. Sorry, I take that back because I misspoke. What Satan would do, Satan will get those who are trying to serve the Lord, and he will try to tempt. He is not worried about the people that he already has. That's what the misspoke is. He doesn't care about the people that he already has. So sometimes your life will be totally 100% okay and fine and nobody hates you and so forth and so on because of the fact that you are already trapped. He even said in the word that God's people will go through some things before he do come. So if Satan isn't worried about you and you living your best life, then you already know who you're serving. But if you're serving the Lord, you know what's going to be coming to you. Your own mansion in the sky. And Jesus even said that he said it because if he didn't say it, it would not happen. But he said it, so it will. That's when you read the Bible and you know. And so that's the reason why this is so important, who we shall serve, because if you're not serving God, you're serving somebody else. And the thing about the Lord, you are serving the Lord freely. There's no strings attached to it. There's nothing that is stopping you from just enjoying God and knowing who he is and building that relationship. But if you serve the other, what is it? You get addictions, you get demons up in you, you going through things that you shouldn't even go through. So today, who will you serve? Will you serve the Lord? Or will you serve the other gods of your ancestors? That's what Joshua 24 is talking about. But in a perspective of today's time, who will you serve? God or that somebody else that want to keep you? And from there, you will die with him when Jesus comes back. The choice is yours. And so, thank you for listening to another episode of Bringing the Truth, because the truth is there for a reason. Always search for the truth. And if you like this episode, please do hit a like, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when the next episode is coming out. But that is my charge to you all. Figure out who will you serve, because that would be the most important decision that you will make in your life. But just thank you for listening. I truly appreciate you. Have a blessed rest of your night. And again, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when the next one is coming out. But just thank you so very much for listening, and have a blessed rest of your day. I love you, and please take care. Bye-bye.